Hey, how's it going? How you doing? This is just your average schmo, otherwise known as Joe, and I am here with, as you can see, a big box right here. It's actually sitting on top of another box the same size, and I have another one over here behind me, the same size. What I want to do is I'm actually going to do kind of a 3 video little series. So I'll do one box now. As you can see, I already undid the tape, so I wouldn't have to mess with that. Um, and then I'll do another video with another box, another video with third box. Reason being is because I try to do them all in one video, it'll be a long video. So make it a little bit shorter doing it this way. What this is for those you don't know, um, I took the liberty. I started back in late September, starting to deal in kind of collectibles and buying and selling liquidation merchandise. I got turned on to that by a guy and his wife, who I almost feel like I know because I've watched so many videos by him on YouTube. But Clint and Becky, I believe the last name is Miller. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what his last name is. But he goes by Franchise Kicks. He also has Franchise TV, and then she actually has a channel, which is, I believe, his wife, or the wife, Franchise Kicks. So she has her own channel on YouTube. She does a lot of like health and beauty type mystery boxes and palettes and stuff like that. He does more collectibles and just general merchandise, electronics. But yeah, I got turned on to the whole kind of liquidation thing. I've been thinking last, well, 2, 3 years about trying to get into doing something, to make a little extra money here and there, and maybe to something that I eventually could just do full time. And after watching some of their videos, I thought, that sounds like fun because I love like mystery boxes. It's always a risk when you get a box and you don't know exactly what you're getting, but that's part of the enjoyment of it. So I started going to a place in Indianapolis that I saw in one of his videos, Barton's Discounts. They do sell to the public. If you've seen any of my other videos, um, you know where they're located and stuff like that. I've always left a link. I'm not going to leave a link below for them because this video actually isn't from them, but this is just kind of lead into what this stuff is. But you can look on through my videos on here and find ones that have actually Barton's information on it. But yeah, I started going there. I got some stuff from some smaller mystery boxes from them and enjoyed it. And I've been slowly making sales here and there. I started late September, and then about a month ago, a little bit, about a month and a half ago, I think. I think it was about mid-November. I went ahead and got my trade name certification from the state of Ohio, so I could actually operate legally as a business, which my business name is The Old Treasure Isle. Or to say it properly, say The Old Treasure Isle. It's got kind of that pirate feel to it. I was going to go with just Treasure Co., but there's already an antique store in, I believe it's Gallipolis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. By that name, so I had to choose something different, so I went with The Old Treasure Isle. But I deal in collectibles and just all kinds of general merchandise. Basically whatever I get, from home goods to tech stuff to electronics to apparel, baby clothes, whatever I get in pallets and mystery boxes. Then I've been slowly listing, mainly on Mercari, but I'm starting to branch out and list like on OfferUp for like local pickup, and some of my Funko Pops, not mine from my personal collection, but ones I've gotten mystery boxes that I get duplicates of. I've listed a few of those on the Whatnot app. And then I'm also using Facebook Marketplace, because with that you can do either local pickup or shipping. So I'm kind of branch out, maybe generate a few more sales. And this will all be leading up to, hopefully, probably at least a few years, might even be like 10 years, once my house is paid off, before I can actually look at getting an actual retail, like brick and mortar location. Hopefully, right here in Pickle, Ohio. Kind of disappointed today. There's actually a place in Troy, Ohio. So, people from around this area or that know Troy would probably know there used to be a, well, I can say used to because it's not there now. It's gone. Whereas, like, the last time I went by, which was probably like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, it was still there. But now it's completely gone. But there was basically like a 2-storefront property right behind Honda Motorsports, right next to the interstate, I-75. And it used to have Buckeye Billiards in it, and then on the other side was actually a strip club called Total Exposure. I don't think it was in there for very long. But I mean, even though it was actually in a good location, because it's right by the interstate, you can see it, from the interstate. To get to it, you had to kind of get off the interstate and then kind of come back, and it wasn't real easy to get to. So I think it might have made it a little harder to generate a lot of business there. Plus, I don't think either a pool hall or a strip club or good retail establishments, if you want to call them that, in Troy. The Buckeye Builders was actually around for a while, because originally it was out by, again, people that know Troy know where Ordings used to be. I think it's called like JJ's Lunchbox or something now. But there's a little strip shopping center type area, kind of like 3 or 4 little like shops across the street from it, the side street. And Buckeye Builders used to be in there, and then they moved to my interstate, and eventually just went out. I used to actually go there quite a bit because I love playing pool. Got a pool table downstairs in my bar, but I never have time. So, anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, I'm looking at eventually getting an actual retail location, but for now I'm just doing basically online. That's the business name I use. I'm eventually going to maybe kind of come up with the logo, maybe get some business cards made, and the whole 9 yards. But right now I got my trade name certification. Here in the next week or so, I'm going to get my employer identification number with the IRS, because even though I haven't generated enough sales to be required to report on my taxes this year, by the end of next year I will have to, so I'll need my EIN number for that. And then with the EIN number I can go ahead and get my actual vendor's license. And I'm thinking of not only getting just a traditional vendor's license for like a brick and mortar retail, but I think I might go ahead and get can't remember exactly what they call it, I just refer to it as like the mobile vendor's license, which basically would allow me to, if I wanted to go, say, to Cincinnati Comic-Con or, Horror Hound Convention, once conventions start back up, if I wanted to, take like, if I had enough stuff to take and actually get a booth there, then I would have, the proper vendor's license to be able to do that. So that one, the mobile one, I'll probably wait a few months into the year before I think about doing that, because who knows whether, hopefully, since they got vaccines going out, hopefully this year will be different than last year, but I figure I might as well wait and see before no point in me getting that if I can't actually put it to use, right? So, anyway, I got turned on to where these boxes are from, again, from Franchise Kicks. He did an unboxing of one of these boxes. What the big difference between this liquidator, bulk.com, and say Barton's, is Barton's their pallets and their mystery boxes, or their smaller boxes, are pretty much unmanifested. Even though the mystery boxes, they label them as like what they are. It's a home goods mystery box, or like if you go to their actual place in Indianapolis, they'll have, like, one of the first ones I bought was a box of nothing but belts, all brand name belt, like leather belts, still with the tags and everything, all different styles. I paid like $50 for the box, and it had like 75 belts in it, and a lot of those belts retail for $15-20 a piece. So even though, I mean, looking in it, it was belts, it wasn't manifested as to actually list what each one was. And their pallets at Barton's are completely unmanifested. I mean, it tells you like what big box store it was liquidated from, but that's about it. It don't list what's in the pallet. Bulk is just the opposite. Their pallets and their cases, these obviously this is smaller than an actual pallet, are manifested to where you can go in and you can look and see exactly what's in the box. They also list it by condition. You can either opt to get new, as in everything in the box is brand new, with tags, original packaging, retail ready. They have like new, which basically means they're technically new, they're just not in original packaging, or they don't have their tags, like as far as apparel. A lot of times when people get clothing as a gift, it doesn't have the tag on it because the price is actually printed on the actual tag. And normally when people give gifts like that, they remove the tag, so that people don't know how much they paid for it. A lot of times, obviously it don't fit, or it's the wrong color or whatever, then they get returned without the tags, and then the store, since they can't put it back on the shelf without the tags, they just liquidate it as like new without tags. They also have uninspected returns, which I believe kind of can run like the gamut from being brand new, still factory sealed, to like new, to not so much like new, used condition, to just broken or damaged. And I think they also have some pallets and stuff that they are listed just as salvage. And a lot of times you'll get that with like appliances or electronics, or if it's listed as salvage, it basically means it's broken. For most people, it would be like broken beyond repair, so you basically salvage it for like parts. Although people that are, I've seen some people that are technically savvy and mechanically oriented to where they can buy like a salvage lot, say TVs, and they can either piece and part them together to make, they can take like, say 10 TVs, the same TVs, they're all broken, but they're all broken different ways, and they can piece them together and get 3 or 4 good working TVs out of them, and turn around and resell those, and not only make what they paid for the salvage lot, but a good profit. I myself I'm not that mechanically inclined or knowledgeable enough to work on electronics and stuff like that to do that, but some people do. Other people, you can buy a salvage lot and basically just do just what I said, just use it for parts. Dismantle them and sell the parts, and still make a profit on it. But for these boxes, I actually bought one box, which you might have seen. I already did one video of the first box I had. I had a number of like brand new like workout pants in it, or sweats, and some other stuff. I think it had maybe a couple shirts in it. So I did that one. Well, I went back on and found 2 other boxes that I decided to get, and then I wasn't really going to get another one. I wasn't planning on it, and then I saw like a day after that I saw one listed, um, and the actual the MSRP value of it, or the original retail price of everything in the box, compared to what the cost, the liquidation price was such a big difference. I thought, oh, I could make some money on that. So I went ahead and got it. Like I said, I'm going to do these in 3 videos, but real quick I will bring up the app so I can tell you exactly what I paid for these. Alright, so the first one, again, I don't know which box is which. I do know, I didn't look through like the full manifest. I kind of browsed a little bit. I do know that most of the items in these boxes are going to be like women's apparel, which stands to reason because a lot of times with like designer labels and stuff, most designers design for the female rather than men. And outside of suits, and a few other articles, just I'd say it's like 75% are geared towards women, and then like 25% towards men when it comes to designer labels. Um, so obviously, in any liquidation, you're more apt to find women's or even sometimes children's apparel than you are men's. I'm actually going to keep my eye open though if I see a decent one, a decent price that's listed as all men's apparel. I'll probably snag one of those too. But anyway, so one of these boxes, again, I'm not sure which is which. I know one of the boxes has a number of items that it's got like for any one item, it's got a number of those in it, but like probably different sizes. The other 2 boxes, though, again, just like perusing, not looking real close. I didn't look through everything, but it looked like they were more varied. But I'm not sure which is which, because outside of doing the tape, I haven't really looked real close. But one of the boxes, the original retail price of everything in the box was $1,253. My price, what I paid, was $119 plus $30 for shipping, so $149, which works out to be, I paid, what, like 15, 16%, somewhere in there of retail, which isn't bad. Could be better, though. One of the other boxes, the original retail was $1,550. I paid $116 plus the 30 shipping, so $146, which ends up being just under 10%, which is excellent. And those were, let's see, the first box was like new, so it probably means like new apparel just without the tags. The other box that I paid just under 10% was all new, so brand new with tags. And then the most recent box I got, the one that I wasn't planning on buying, but then I saw it, I was like, oh, I can't pass that up. It has an original retail value of $2,163. What I paid was $113 plus the $30 shipping, so $143. I paid $143 for $2,163 worth of brand new apparel. That's good. There's a lot of room there for profit. So, without further ado, like I said, I'm going to do these in 3 videos. This will obviously be the longer video because I was explaining everything. The other 2 videos I won't actually explain everything like that. Like I said, I don't know which box is which, so I got this one undone, so Alright, well now that I kind of see in here a little bit, I'm guessing this box is the one that's got duplicates of items, just different sizes. So let's pull first one out. Open this up. And it looks like they like polybag. I saw the first box that I got from them, where everything was polybagged. I don't know whether that's bulk that does that. Like as they're checking the manifest of it, they polybag everything to keep it to where it doesn't get damaged or dirty or dusty. Or whether this is actually done by the store that liquidates it. I don't know. But all this stuff, I mean, since there is, like, I want to just, like, pull one of these out. Actually, I'll probably stand up for this and back up a little bit so I can hold it up better. The other ones I'm not going to open up right now. I will have to open them all out of the poly bags and probably put them on hangers, hang them up to get good pictures when I go to list them. All of these items I will be listing on Poshmark. So if there's anything, you ladies, if you see anything in here that you like I said, I think most of this is women's apparel. My username on Poshmark is jryman, or JRYMMAN. So if you see anything you like, you could probably, I'm pretty sure you can go in Poshmark and look me up by my username, and then you can see my listings. Alright, so first thing here we have, it looks like a blazer. Got kind of a herringbone design to it. Zipper pockets. See if they are actually, okay, yeah. Those are actual pockets, not just like facility or fake looking pockets for design purposes. This is the Casper brand. Yeah, so this blazer, MSRP on this blazer is $129. So, and I believe, yeah, and this was liquidated from Macy's. So, there you go. Alright, so, first item. How easy it is to get back into the poly bag as we get them out, but and then I'll probably, I haven't really decided, but yeah, so we got, there's another one of those, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, there's a number 8, and it looks like one more, so we got a total of 9 of those blazers. Again, probably at least a couple of them are different sizes. I'll wait and list all that when I actually list them. Alright. Let's see, it looks like we got a couple of these blue items here. Let's see if I can find one that's... Alright, looks like there's 3 of them, so I'll put those 2 down. And this one, open it up, get it out of the bag. This looks like again, another blazer. I have a bright blue. This, are these like actual pockets or no? So those are not real pockets on the front. They just got the flap to make it look like pockets. It is a one button. Yeah, one button. And it looks like it actually comes with an extra button in case you lose that button. These for $99. MSRP. There you go. It's a bright blue too. I don't know whether you'd really call that navy blue. It looks a little too bright for navy blue. All right, next. Oh, this one. That thing opened real easy. So these little poly bags, they kind of got the adhesive, and they flip them over and they stick to themselves, but they don't always. Occasionally you can get them to like just peel back that spot. Other times you basically got to rip it open. Alright, this looks like another blazer. This is a little bit heavier. Feels like it's got a little more definitive like padding in the shoulders. Again, Casper brand, one button, zip pockets, kind of a dark gray. Extra button again, $129.99. Back. Looks like that's the only one in there of that color. This is not gonna. Oh my goodness. Now in the hell, I'll deal with that later. Okay, let's see. Not sure what this is. There we go. That one opened up better. It opened up along the. See what it looks like black. Look like pants. Yes. These are black. What would you call them? Slacks. Just pants. I'm not sure exactly what the actual like proper terminology when it comes to women's bottoms like this. What you'd call them. Again, Casper, the Casper brand, $79.99 MSRP. Looks like they got. What are these? I think those are just meant for like aesthetics or look. I don't think they're like actual like functional. It's got like a button there that you do, and then it's got these three little. Keep forgetting the cameras up higher. The three little like latches. These are kind of a little bit like stretchy material. I'm trying to find the size. I ain't the size. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna have to. I guess it's on the tag. 14P is the size. So I'm guessing does that mean 14 petite? Is that what the P stands for? I don't know. I'll have to look that up and find that way, when I go to list it, make sure I'm listing it properly. I know it's 14, size 14, but I'm not exactly sure what the P stands for. I'm assuming petite, but obviously they size men's and women's garments differently, so I don't know. Alright, next. Alright, that looks like, I'm not going to open that one up because it's the same thing. That one's size 16 feet. Again, black trousers or whatever. All right, looks like we got 3 of these in here. So those 2 out of the way. Open this one up. Now, this has got kind of a weird, feels very light. Oh, I see why now. Well, you can tell, but it's kind of, maybe if I can get closer to the camera. Yeah, can you see me through it? Yeah. It's kind of sheer. So I wouldn't imagine this is meant to be worn by itself. Although, I mean, you know, I guess you could if you're really outgoing. If you're okay with people seeing that much of you, I guess you could. You get Casper brand. Trying to read the size. They have it printed on the actual like size tag is almost like transparent, so it's kind of hard to read it. Yeah, maybe it's I'll just look on the tag. That's probably easier, isn't it? All right, so this is Sapphire. That's what it's called, Sapphire Multi. U.S. size is 4P. So, yeah. Cool. I like the. I mean, it's a nice shade of blue. But yeah, you certainly just want to wear that over something. Although I'll be honest, being a guy, I think women are absolutely amazing and beautiful. The creator actually did right when he made women. So, you know, what's to complain about? But if someone wanted to just wear it. But, yeah, I would suggest you actually wear it over something. Unless you're home with your guy or with your lady, if you're so inclined, then by all means. All right, here is. I'm not opening these. These aren't black, but I believe they're another pair of those slacks, pants, whatever. These are just more of they're kind of like the same dark gray as that blazer is. Pretty close. I can't see what size they are. Okay. Oh, yeah, looks like we got 2 more things in here. This one looks like maybe a different brand. It's got a different tag on it. Ooh, this one's like heavier too. It's almost got like wool. Colorful. It's like a real dark navy blue, and then it's got like 2 different shades of little. I don't know whether you can see it if I get it like close enough. I don't know how well the color comes through in the camera, but it's got obviously it's got kind of the crosshatch design to it, and then it's got the silver thread. It is like a blazer style. It does have a little bit of padding in the shoulders. It does have pockets. There was side opening pocket. Doesn't look like it has any buttons on it, so it's meant to just be worn open, obviously. I guess you could always, if you wanted to, you could probably put You could put buttons on it if you wanted to, if you're handy like that. And this is the Calvin Klein. A Calvin Klein blazer. Looks like the original price is $139 for this. Wow. Whew. That's pricey. But it's Calvin Klein. So, I mean, you get what you pay for, right? You're getting a designer brand, quality. You're probably, I mean, I don't know as far as like design-wise, or like when this actually came out. This might be, last year's design or the year before or whatever, but they'll still sell. Alright, and the last thing in here, oh, looks like this bag's, alright, how does this, that didn't work. Oh, there we go. There we go. And this is the Casper brand. It's like a, I mean, I guess you would refer to that as like a tank top, right? And it's got kind of like the pleated, the pleats there in the front, in the, for lack of a better term, let's say the cleavage area. Would that be like the scientific term for that part of the top? I don't know. It's almost kind of like a tie-dye look to it. That's kind of cool. But yeah, just basics, simple, like I said, I mean, I would just call it like a tank top. That's what I would call it. There's probably a different, cut my head off here in the camera. Getting too close to the camera, back it up, back it up. So like this is $49. And the size is just PM. So petite, I'm guessing that's petite medium. Daughter would probably like that. But I don't know. $49. I love my daughter. I spoil my daughter to. You can ask her. She'll tell you. I spoil her whenever I can. But seeing as how I'm trying to make a successful business here, I mean, I would give her the daughter discount if she wanted this, but if it retails for $49, I would still expect her to, to buy it if she wanted it, but at a much discounted price over what I would list it as. But, yeah. All right, so that is the first liquidation box from, I believe all that stuff came from Macy's department stores. So again, ladies, any of that stuff interests you, again, I mean, even though it's all brand new with tags, and technically I could list it at retail, I will not list it at retail. I will still list it at probably 15. Probably normally I list it, stuff's brand new, factory sealed with tags, however you want to put it. I normally list it at like 15% below retail. So what was the one thing that had a, was it this that had a 139? No, this is still out of the package, so we'll just take this. Alright, so this was original, the original price on this is, looks like 119. Yeah. Like $119. So this I would probably list at like 90 plus shipping. And depending on the weight, again, I'd have to weigh it, but I'm thinking it's probably over a pound, so shipping on it would probably be like $9.99. So you know, you'd look at with shipping, you'd be looking at about $100. I might even go a little bit lower than that, maybe, or I might start it out at 90 plus shipping, and then maybe if it don't sell, then maybe lower the price by another 10 or 15 bucks. I don't know. I'll have to play it out and say, but in general, when stuff's brand new, I try to list it at about 15% below retail. That way, with shipping, you're still normally getting it for a discount over what you would pay at the store. So, but again, JRYMMAN is my actual username on Poshmark. So probably starting this weekend, I'll start taking some photos, getting more specs, the measurements, so forth, so on. I try to be as specific as possible when I list stuff, especially when it comes to apparel. That way, somebody that's interested in buying it knows exactly what they're buying. So starting this weekend, if any of it interests you, get on Poshmark, look for my listings, and buy it. I take pride in whenever somebody buys something from me, whether it's Mercari, Poshmark. I just sold a Funko Pop yesterday through Facebook Marketplace. The guy that actually bought it, I think, was located in Illinois, or what's next to Illinois? Not Indiana, on the other side. What was that? Minnesota, Iowa, somewhere out there. I'm thinking it was Illinois. I remember right. I'm pretty sure the shipping address was Illinois. But yeah, so yeah, I just sold a Funko Pop there. So I'm using different mediums, but for apparel, I'm generally trying to, especially when it comes to like designer stuff, it'll be listed on Poshmark. So get on there, check it out, and I always try to. The point I was trying to make, I get sidetracked very easily if you didn't realize that about me. So I buy something, unless it's like late Saturday night or there's a holiday involved, because obviously if it's a late Saturday night, I can't ship it out on Sunday because the post office ain't open. And like UPS and FedEx, as far as I know, they're not open either on Sundays. But yeah, I always try to ship out the next day. It's normally in the afternoon once I get out of work. Either just get out of work for the day, or if I'm going to be doing more work like on maintenance, before I do that, before I clock back in, I stop at the post office. So if you buy something, unless it's a late Saturday night or a holiday, it'll get shipped out the next day. So that's nice, right? It's nice, quick shipping. But that's it. I'll back all this up here in a minute. By all means, stay tuned. If you enjoy my videos, if you enjoy my rambling in any way, shape, or form, do me a favor, would you please? Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you can check out all my videos, and hit the notification bell so when I do a new video, especially the next two videos for these boxes, if you hit that notification bell, then you'll know when those videos come up. And if you have somebody else, somebody you know, somebody, a friend, family, whatever, total stranger, it don't matter. If you think you might know somebody that might be interested in watching me and my goofy ass, or the content of the videos because they might be interested in stuff like this. Share with them too. Can never have too many subscribers. That's it. Stay tuned for the next 2 apparel boxes from bulk.com. And then, not sure when it'll be because, right now, of course, the Postal Service, God bless them. Some people complain about, packages coming slower and stuff, but one, we got COVID, okay, so cut a little slack. 2, we're still in the holiday season, okay, we're not really going to be out of the holiday season until about mid-January, because even after New Year's, you have all kinds of packages because of returns and so forth. My personal opinion, the people at the post office, UPS, FedEx, DHL, all those delivery services, they are heroes in my book because they do a hell of a job. Even in the worst of times, they try their bestest to get stuff delivered in a timely fashion. So, I'm giving them props. But that's it. I'm rambling. I do that. So, everybody take it easy. I will be having a few other videos besides these. I do have some stuff trickling through the mail. Some Funko Pop mystery boxes. And I believe one of the Zobi, I want to say the Zobi Fright Pack box that I ordered shipped. So that should be coming here pretty soon too. So stay tuned for those. Everybody have a great evening. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Stay dry. I don't know whether it's still raining out or not. That's it. That's all I got. So, see you.